guys, gals, and my non-gender conforming pals. My name is Carrington. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hit that subscribe button down below and click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. So for today's video, I'm doing a full face of drugstore products that I'm loving this fall. I've got my little basket right here, loaded up, ready to go, and so we're gonna get into it. So if you're excited and want to see some good drugstore products, then definitely keep on watching. So first we're gonna get into eyes. I've already primed them and I use my Believe Beauty Primer. You can't get this at like Walgreens or Walmart or anything like that, but you can get this at Dollar General or the Dollar General website. It's $4. Just go ahead, jump on over to your local Dollar General and pick this up. It's so good for an eye primer. So starting in with some eyeshadows, I picked up, well, I already own these. I own all 8 of these, the e.l.f. Bite Size Mini. I've got Pumpkin Pie, but we're also going to add in this like really nice orangey red shade from the Truffles palette. Oh no, wait, this isn't Truffles. Carnival Candy. And so we're going to get started with the Pumpkin Pie one, and we're going to use this little shade. It's the lightest shade. These don't have shade names. That took me forever to open. So dipping in with that first shade, it does have a little bit of kick up, and then just start in the crease. This is what I'm using for my transition tone, just starting in the crease and bringing it up. Are you guys excited for fall? What's your favorite part about fall? I like fall, especially for like Halloween and pumpkin spice latte season. Love that. But it also makes me so sad because that means it's getting cold. I hate the winter. I hate ice. I hate snow. I hate it being freezing. I hate all of that. And so it's just so sad that means that winter is coming, and I don't want it to come. I know a lot of people really look forward to winter. I just don't get how. I don't get it. Now that I have the transition tone sat in both eyes, I'm then going to dig into, so I have 2 options, and I'm trying to figure out which brown option I want to kind of go with. Are they the same maybe? So, okay, so you have this one in here, which is really kind of cool tone, and then you've got this one in here, which is a little bit more warm tone. I think I'm gonna go for the warm tone since we are doing more of a fall look, and I feel like in fall, I kind of get more warm tone vibes than I do anything else. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat meowing at me. She demands attention 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Today's the day I think I want to clean my brushes. I'm going to see if I can talk my 6-year-old into helping me for a couple dollars. She actually does really good on washing brushes. So, okay. I'm now going to take like this little orange shade, and I'm going to, this one's very powdery compared to the others. I mean, they're all powdery, but this one was even more so. And kind of start tapping that on my outer corner, and then buff it into the lower, really low part of my crease. Here is one eye. Looks really nice. I'm gonna do the other side and I'll be right back. So here are the eyes finished, and it turns out so good. Guys, these are $3 each. So even if you bought all 8 of them, I think, and there's 4 shades, so you would get 32 shades for $21. No. 8. $24. So, guys, these are so worth it. Definitely go pick them up. You can get them at Target, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Walgreens, you can get them at Ulta, you can get them off e.l.f.'s website. And actually, I did make a purchase on e.l.f.'s website recently. They have a rewards program, kind of like Ulta does, where like you spend so much money, you fill out like your profile or whatever, you get points. Referring friends, you get points, and then those points add up to money off. Like, Elf is already cheap, and you're gonna give us points? Mind blown. Love Elf. Okay, so yeah, these again, $3 each. We got a really cute I look going. Okay, I'm trying to decide. So I had something where we would add glitter, but I kind of am thinking maybe going in with this and doing like a matte. Okay, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the matte and kind of create like a matte look, and then if I hate it, I can always go over it with the glitter. Not a big deal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and find my brush for that. Kind of like carving out where I want it to go. Is one eye with it. I actually kind of like that, so I think I'm going to leave it. However, I will go ahead and mention the product that I was going to use for the glitter, and that is the little Elf 24 karat gold. But what are these called? I guess just like Elf glitters, I guess. I don't know. But it comes in like those little like Stila ones, the magnificent metals, and so that's what I was going to use. We can still probably use it maybe like on the inner corner, but I'm kind of really liking the matte look all over the eye. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. So here are the eyelids completed and cleaned up. Now we're going to move on to our complexion before we finish off the eyes. And first for primer, I have two. I kind of like to mix two because I feel like they kind of each give something different to the skin. So the first one is the Lumi Glotion by L'Oreal, and I have it in Fair Glow 901. They have a whole bunch of different ones. I think they've got like a light, medium, and deep. So 4. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand and start to really work that into the skin. I've done my skincare and added sunscreen. Remember, sunscreen is important. My second primer is the NYX Angel Veil. It doesn't say it has dimethicone in it, but it definitely has like a silicone-y dimethicone kind of feel. So I like that. I just take a really teeny tiny amount, mix it in between my fingers, and press it into areas where I have extremely large pores, which is right here on my forehead and then right along here. Nothing's going to fill your pores in completely. If you have pores, you have pores. You're not going to be able to get rid of them. It just kind of adds a little bit of more of a barrier and kind of helps your products not sink into them as bad, but you're still going to have pores. I just want to get that out there. Like, nothing is going to eliminate your pores. So for foundation, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, the dewy one. The reason why is because during the summer or warmer months, I tend to like the other one because my skin gets a lot more greasy. But during the fall and winter, when it starts becoming really cold and beginning of spring, I like the dewy one because my skin gets so dried out from it being so cold and dry. And so it's got like a little paddle applicator. Okay, it's not my favorite applicator. It's not like the worst, I guess, but ew, I got some in my mouth. I prefer a pump. That's what I would much rather have, is a pump. Hold on just a second. Oh yeah, okay. So on these, on the original Wet n Wild Photo Focus, it smells like paint. It smells like straight up paint. On the more dewy one, it has like a rose scented paint smell. Like they tried to get rid of it. Here is the skin all blended out. So I use a brush first and then I go over it with a a damp beauty blender. It looks really nice. I love this. Okay, I don't know what this is. So if any of you guys have noticed this like I don't know what it is. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't itch. It just like showed up there. So, welcome. Moving on to both concealer and cream contour, I'm using the exact same product, just in different shades. I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I've got the shade Light Ivory for my concealer and T700 Caramel for my contour. I don't get the whole triangle thing, truthfully. Not my jam, but if it's somebody else's, that's completely fine. I'm first gonna blend out the concealer. So now everything is blended out. I again use a brush and then go over it with a sponge. You can do it however you want. Just use a brush, just use a sponge, do both. Totally up to you. This is what we're looking like so far. Now I'm gonna go into my face powder. My #1 drugstore face powder is the Maybelline Fit Me. This works so well for my really baggy under eyes, and it makes it so smooth. I love this. I sometimes think this is better than most, if not all, of my high-end powders. I love this. And again, I don't really need a lot. I'm just doing my under eyes. I'm not doing anywhere else. I'm using my Morphe E48 as my brush, kind of dipping it in there, tapping it off, and then under we go. Except for bronzer, I'm using the Milani Silky Matte in the shade 01 Sunlight. I love their bronzer. This is probably one of my favorite bronzers. Just gonna tap a little bit on my brush and then tap over. For cheeks, we're gonna go in with another Milani product, and that is the Baked Blushes. I do have the shade Luminoso, but for fall, I really like the Rose Dioro. I think that's more fall, and then I think that the Luminoso is kind of more like spring and summer. So for me, this is definitely like a fall winter. I'm just gonna take it on my Morphe blush brush. For highlighter, have been digging this Revlon Skin Lights. Mine is in 201 Daybreak Glimmer. I'm going to take that on my Sonia Kashuk highlight brush. And look, it's just so nice. I like to put just a little bit on the apples of the cheeks whenever I smile or whatever, it's there. You don't have to do that. I know a lot of people don't like to do that. And then just a little bit right here down the nose, and then tip, and then the Cupid's bow. Love that. This is a good bronzer. Super cheap, super affordable. Highly recommend this. I actually recommend all of these products. That's why I'm showcasing them as my favorite fall products of this year. So definitely go check that out. So now let's go back to the lower lash line. And for that, I'm honestly just going to take the brown that we didn't use from the Pumpkin Pie palette and just run that along the lower lash line. And then take the kind of orange shade and run that over it as well. So that is looking real crazy, but it's definitely going to clean up. I am, for my inner corner, going to use that glitter. For my lower lash line, or like waterline, I have this LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner. It's like a little nude kind of color, and I'm just gonna run that in my lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I don't do those on camera, but I will tell you what products I'm going to use. So for my brow pencil, I'm using the LA Girl Shady Slim brow pencil, and mine is in medium brown. It's like $4. It comes with a spoolie, comes with like a micro tip end, and then for my brow gel, I will go in with the NYX Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Brunette. And I will be right back. The brows are looking quite bushy, but I do like those two products to do the brows. So we only have like 2 more things left to do and then we're done with this look. So I like to do my setting spray before I do mascara and my lips. And so for setting spray, I have the Fruit Fetish Make It Last setting spray. I have 2. I've got the coconut mango and the kiwi watermelon. I love the kiwi watermelon. This is by far my favorite. I know a lot of people really like the mango coconut. This to me just smells so much better. And so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to get it nice and shaken up. Smells so good. And the mist is so nice. And then I'm going to wait for it to kind of dry a little bit. And then once it's like almost dry, I'm going to pat over it with my sponge. So for mascara, I really like the Maybelline, the Falsies Lash Lift. Here's what the wand looks like. It's kind of like an hourglass wand. There are 2 coats on just that lash. I really like this because it doesn't make your lashes super clumpy. As you can tell, it makes it still really nice and feathery. It's nice and dark. My lashes look lifted. So I really, really like this mascara for a drugstore. I definitely think it's one you should definitely check out. So here are both lashes done with 2 coats. It's just such a nice mascara. I really like this. I also like the Bambi one. Is that one from Maybelline, I think, maybe? I like that one as well. I think that one's good. And the CoverGirl Exhibitionist is also one of my favorites as well. But I think this one kind of just performs a little bit better. I don't have to go in with as many coats to get my desired lash length and fullness. So for lips, I have a combo. So I use the NYX lip liner in Natural and the Almay lipstick in Call Out. Allie Glines got me hooked on these lipsticks. I love them. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to line my lips and fill them in. Here are the lips. I didn't add any gloss. I do have some glosses that I like, but personally I just wanted a nice matte look for fall. And so this is what we have. The skin is looking really nice. The brows are nice and feathery. The eye look is nice and matte except for that little pop in the inner corner. Overall, this is just a nice, good fall look. So let me know what you guys think down below. Also, what are some of your favorite drugstore products? I would love to hear those as well. I'm always on the hunt for something new and different. So if you guys like this video, please give this a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next one.